my name's Alistair Davies, and today I'm bringing you a clip on two biggest mistakes I see with recreational golfers. So what I tend to see with most recreational golfers is they tend to set up to the golf ball very poorly, and then they tend to have a really poor motion through the golf ball. So the two tips I want to give you today is really how to rid those two biggest mistakes I often see with golfers. So in terms of posture, what I tend to see with them is they tend to set up with a very rounded back and the forearms disjointed at address. Normally the forearms pointing to the left and the right arm particularly on top. We also see some grip issues also, but today I want to focus really on the big things that can make a big difference. So if we can get you into the routine of trying to take your posture, putting the club across your groin like so and standing tall, pivoting over that spot where the club is, and then tilting your hips to the left a touch, and then flexing your knees ever so slightly to relieve the pressure off your back. That'll give you a decent foundation to get your posture in a decent position every single time to allow your body to function. The second point I want to talk about today was really about the finish position in the golf swing, which I think is so overlooked by golfers. They're so concentrating on the golf ball, they don't create motion and flow to get to the finish. So the big thing I want to concentrate within the finish is what I call rotate and relocate. So as we swing through the golf ball, we're going to try and rotate our body and relocate our weight on the left side. In an ideal world, we'd feel this weight go to the left heel. Now, too many golfers will tend to be in this kind of position here, the weight towards the left toe, head stuck down to the ground, the arms collapsing and not getting any radius of the golf swing, so the ground interaction is so inconsistent that the contact is way all over the place. So the big thing I want to see when they make a golf shot is we have the good posture, rotate and relocate, hold the finish for 2 or 3 seconds, then go back to the next shot or walk to the next shot if they're on the golf course. So I want to see this positive commitment to the finish position every time from a good solid fundamental start. So a simple way of taking that posture on the golf course would be to stand feet shoulder width apart, get the club extended away from you opposite your belly button, bow and bend till the club hits the ground, get the distance from the ball around, flex your knees slightly, then push your hips a fraction towards target, literally about an inch. And from there, what I want to concentrate on then is just rotate and relocate. So swing back, rotate and relocate. And you'll see here how my weight is clearly on my left side. My body's rotated, my heart is towards the sky. So I've extended my body and extended my arms through the swing, and I've created that motion and flow. I want that every single time. If I find myself not in that finished position, then I know something has gone wrong on the journey. So I want to make sure that finished position is consistent and deliberate. And probably the only thing I would think of when I'm playing on the golf course. Now, you can have a maximum for me of 2 swing thoughts, but 1 is great. If you can have 1 like set up to the golf ball, commit and extend through the golf ball, that would be absolutely perfect for me. So, 2 biggest flaws I tend to see with golfers: the lack of the flow and motion, caused normally quite often by the setup and other things. But if we can set up in a good way, it allows our swing to flourish, and if we can finish correctly, it tends to allow our impact to be better. So these 2 things are quite key for me. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click like down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I've got regular content coming every single week. Post any comments you have specifically of any videos you want me to cover in the future, and thanks for watching.